Yes, sir. Going for the fusion. Absolutely. I think Scrub. What's up, Jerry? What's up, Scrub? Everybody better be going for the fusion. They might nerf him, but they say they won't. So you might as well get possibly a busted champion on your account. This would be like skipping Newt. Bad idea. They never nerfed Newt. So they better not nerf Titus, because he's going to be just as important. I don't know how difficult it's going to be to build all the things that you need to build with him. You might need a lot of other champions. I haven't watched like all the videos and stuff. I watched a little bit. Watched a little bit of Broncos stuff today. One-shotting all the bosses. I have Wixwell. I don't have Freya. Hopefully I have enough to build whatever it takes to make a good Hydra team. Got Toshiro. That's awesome. Yeah. I also pulled shards this weekend and I got absolutely nothing, so I didn't even post a video because it was awful. Just epics. Not even any interesting epics. I think I plus forward my Taragi the Frog that I don't really use. Yeah. Wixwell's definitely important. Hopefully you don't need like Brogni or something, because I don't have Brogni. Are you guys going for the Deck of Fate? Have you already pulled for that? That's what we're doing here tonight to start off with, at least. I've got a bunch of Soulstones and I got a bunch of coins. Hopefully I can sell some stuff, get some more coins so that I'm not losing out on too many coins. But the fusion's going well for me so far. I have everything done. I did the Fire Night tournament all today. That's why my gems are about 800 less than they would have been if it wasn't for a couple of things like that. You got 15 fragments. Part of me thought about uh just getting some of the fragments and then going for mod, but I'll get mod eventually. I don't think she's like essential for anything. She's just good. You don't know if you want to pull souls for this guy. He isn't bad, but I feel I would rather wait for 2 times to get a nice Toshiro soul. Well, here's the thing. Wait. Toshiro. You're not going to get a 2x for Toshiro, right? I guess if you're trying to get a 6-star, but not for, they don't do 2 times mythicals, do they? It's just if you're trying to get a 6-star, I guess, but if you, they pretty much never do anything good for Eternals. Like they've had maybe 1 or 2 events, I feel like, for Eternals. Immortals, they do have like the 5 or 6-star thing, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, 2 times for like a bigger soul. But honestly, when it comes to getting the specific soul you want for your mythical, You got to be real lucky. You got to be lucky like I was last week with getting a 2-star Empress. The fact that I even have souls for my 3 mythicals is very lucky. I skipped the Lady Mikage one, and then I just pulled the 5-star, so I got really lucky there. So I'm going to pull those in a little bit, and then which summoning event are you guys going to do for the fusion? Are you going to be pulling tomorrow or this weekend? I think I'm personally going to wait for the weekend, probably, because I've got a lot of stuff that I can just pull for a champion chase. It depends on like what kind of points they're asking for tomorrow, but I've got a couple legendaries waiting for me already. And then I've got some of the epics. And then I'm going to try to get one more summons from Curse City. And so I have one. I almost have a second. And then I already did the Fire Knight today. So I've got one of these to do. So I think for my account, it's probably going to be better to wait for the weekend because I'm really low on shards. My ancients are looking a little bit better, but my voids are hurting me. I pulled all my primals and got nothing. And I haven't gotten a sacred from Demon Lord in like 2-3 weeks. Just not hitting for me. You're pulling tomorrow 6 sacreds and 50 ancients. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have to wait to see. It's probably gonna be high points tomorrow, I feel like. That's gonna be the question. What are the points gonna look like? So we never really know that till we wake up. So I could change my mind tomorrow if it looks really easy. Then maybe I could skip an event that I don't want to do. We'll see. I'd rather have a better soul Toshiro. Yeah. Uh yeah. It's tough. I like doing the deck of fates for champions. Because I missed out on a couple that I regret. I didn't do Gwendolyn. I wish I did. I don't think I had the resources at the time. And then I wish I had done the one for Freya, but I just didn't want to do all the champion training. That was stupid. So I don't know if this guy is all that. I don't know if people even like him that much, but he is demon spawn, and I've got a good amount of demon spawn now that it could be very beneficial for my account. Just because, I mean, if we look at demon spawn, I've got a good amount of the legendaries, especially the non-voids. There's not a lot of voids. I mean, Chalco, nobody really cares that much about Traxo or Nithwi. It'd be nice to get Cheshire. She's brand new, right? Crava. Pretty good reviews so far. But I've got Volcanos, so that alone kind of makes me want to go for anything Demon Lord. Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, I don't need any more Hydra champions unless it's something crazy like Titus, right? Like I don't just need another random good damage dealer at this point. A lot of people might, but you just never know. He might turn out to be insane with something, and if you have a good chance of getting him, but everybody's got to make their own decision on what the best thing to do with any kind of summoning is. Unless you're a big spender, then you can do it all, right? Clanmate pulled Cheshire, Crixie, and Nice in a 10 pop of primals. That 10 pop is better than my entire primal existence. I've gotten 3 bad to mediocre champions from primals, legendaries. One day I've got to get a mythical. It has to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. That is a crazy 10 pop. Absolutely. I'm also keeping my eye on Classic Arena. I don't know about you guys, but I usually try to get 4th place just to get the extra gems. Unless it's like, unless 1st place is a crazy good reward, but that's almost never. By the way, I've been using Calvalax against these speed teams. It's ridiculous. It's basically a free win most of the time. I mean, usually speed teams aren't a problem anyway, but just watching them delete themselves is kind of funny. Well, you can brag about your Toshiro to me. I mean, personally, I would rather have like a top like live arena mythical if I could ask for one. But as long as I didn't pull a second Lady Mikage, I'd probably be happy. If I pulled Lady Mikage, I'd be real tempted to rage quit for a day. I have seen people pull Lady Mikages, and that's just brutal. Oh. Yeah, Aronius did. I remember that. But he did it like right away. So it's not like he went all the way to Mercy like I would. He pulled it like as soon as Mythicals came out, pretty much within a month or two, I think. That's bad, but it was like, I think it was before he even had Lady Mikage. Still not great, but it'd be real bad to go all the way to Mercy, especially now that there are more mythicals, now that there's like over 20. So you have about a 5% chance, give or take. All right. Let's get into it. So I'm going to pull my 23 Immortals and see what that gets us. And then I'm going to have to kind of go back and forth and see what kind of coins I want to, what kind of Soulstones I want to buy with my coins, basically. Obviously, I want to be able to buy as many essences as possible from each, but we'll see how this goes. See if I actually get something decent from my wish list this time around. We'll find out. Don't unsub, man. Just because I already have. Wait, do I have a Toshiro Soul? I thought I already had one. Oh, yeah. don't unsubscribe just because I have this. At least you have the champion. At least you have the champion. I don't have it. So you're one up on me. What can I do with the soul? At least you can do something with the champion. I can't do anything. Dude, you're fine. Did you hit plat last night? Let's get into this. All right, all right. Let's hit a wish list today. We hit gold to start. That's pretty close. That's Saito. I don't have Saito, so that's a 4-star sale for me. I'd be just fine never getting a Saito. And we get blue. Getting coins back. Ooh. Oh, is this going to be him? Oh, 4-star Galathier. I might already have a better one for him. I'm not sure. Where's Galathier? Okay, I've got a 4 and a 5-star. I'm never keeping 2 souls for mythical champions. I'm never getting 2 Galathiers in my whole life. So that's a sale. 355, no dang avatar. What are the odds on the avatars? I know a lot of people struggle with that. That's not my struggle. My struggle is far lower. $20%? I should have just finished your comment before talking. Oh, my game decided to freeze on me. The game doesn't like the Wi-Fi at my house. So it does this sometimes. I just stare at a circle for like a minute. There we go. Oh, here we go. Here's 4-star Lazarius. I think I already have a better Lazarius soul as well. Oh no, I've got 2 of them. So they'll give me the souls for the mythical, but they won't give me the mythical. All right, we get a 3-star Deacon that I don't need. I do use Deacon in my Demon Lord team, but you don't want to mess with speeds. Rock Beast. I get Rock Beast every time I summon souls, I feel like. Raider. That's not going to cut it. Doom Priest. And Gorlos. I've never used Gorlos. No, thank you. All right, we're 10 deep. And we're frozen again. All right. So we've gotten absolutely nothing that's particularly useful to me yet. But at least I've surely made somebody jealous about mythical souls that they can't have. Another rock tooth, I told you. He haunts me. Another rare. Voltsmith. That's not it. Come on. 5-star Painkeeper. Think I've already done better there, but come on. All these blues. We got a cold streak. Come on. This is not helping. Sheesh. That's a lot of blues. We got gold. Ooh. Apparently, according to Nub Raids, this is pronounced Niev. And I did try to pull for her a couple months ago when she first came out and didn't get her. But if I ever do, that's a pretty nice soul. Yeah, that's the story of my summoning. Just need the champ now. Morag. I think I've got something better, but I'm not sure. I didn't even... Is this the Fusion champion? We got gold. Lysanther. I actually skipped the Titan event for Lysanther. And then I pulled a 5-star for him already. So that's a sale. Is that the last fusion? Yaga. All right. Our last chance until later. All right. Nothing great there. What can we awaken? Okay, Morag's a little bit better. Oh, we did the same thing. Okay, I don't want to mess with Deacon. I've got 2 Painkeepers that I don't use. They're both 3-star. Okay. You never know. Painkeeper kind of comes and goes with importance in this game. All right, I'm going to sell everything else. All right. Let's see what we can get from the deck of fate. We got halfway there. I did get a couple of pulls worth from Fire Knight. So we'll do half of this and then we'll go back and we'll pull a bunch more souls. We'll have to decide what kind of souls we want. All right. Unfortunately, this is one of those deck of fates where you're pretty much going to have to do the whole thing because you're only getting like 3s and 5s. Instead of like, sometimes you can get like 40 and 80. Oh, we got back-to-back all greens. Got a couple of chaos ores. Blue shard and back-to-back greens. There must be a lot of greens. Got some gems, I'll take it. Purple shard. Not that time. Chaos. Dust. I'll take all the dust I can get. Oh, we got primal. Does that have my mythical in it? All right, where are we? We've got 44. So we're halfway done. What do we buy? What do we do next? I'll let you guys decide. Should I buy Immortals or Eternals? It doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna sell all my coin or use all my coins, but where should I start? We need another 20,000 points. So that would be like 5 Eternals if we went all Eternals. But then we would have nothing left for Eternal Soul Essence. I did make sure that I had 100 here, just in case I wanted to buy a 5-star someday. Nothing in the market here. All right. We'll pull a couple Eternals and see if that gets us back something to sell. Let's hit the wish list for once, please. Purple, that's not going to cut it. Why Renin? I do use her because I don't have Elba. So that's not terrible. Not terrible. Probably the best one so far tonight. And another purple. Ruella. I don't really use Ruella. Goes from 4 to 5 stars. Do you guys use Ruella anywhere? All right, let's see where that gets us. We're going to have to pull more. I know that. Poor hammers. Why are they still in the game? I don't use core hammers. Does anybody? Okay, so we need how many more? Like 12 maybe? 8, 10, 12. What can we sell? Nothing. All right. Let's do 5 Immortals. We'll get some more coins back for that. Back to the blues. Spikehead. Another blue. Just one wish list, please. Vogoth. See yellow and red. Ethlin. We got gold. Ooh, Rhodos. I've already got a 3-star waiting for a Rhodos that I can't seem to summon. Let's see. We got 3 stars for Ethlin. Never used him. Maybe someday. And I've got 2 Vogoths. They come in handy sometimes. All right, how many pulls we get that? 4 more pulls. All right. So that gets us to 80. All right, let's do another Eternal. Come on. Purple. Andrissia. I don't use her. Wishlist is not doing for me tonight. Or for a while. Hey, we got blues. 5-star chicken, fine. So we got 4 left. We might as well just do one more Eternal, right? We need 10 more. We'll just do it. All right. That's probably it. Can I hit a wish list? Purple. Romero. Gosh. That's not going to cut it. Okay, get some coins back. All right, that was terrible. We get everything, though. That was it. It took me 39 out of 40. And we're done. That was it. I got no wish list legendaries, no mythicals that I have, just a few random epics. But we'll get Gracchos over the weekend, probably. I've got my mythical right here in this primal shard. I've got a bunch of legendaries I can summon for a champion chase probably this weekend. What are you guys working on in the game right now? I need to build a bunch of champions for this stupid stage. I don't use any of these champions for anything other than Blizzard. He comes in handy for random stuff like this, but most of these champions I don't really use for anything. I absolutely need Nia in the team because she has the only cleanse. These are all defense champions, so there's no reviver or anything available. Who else should I build? Probably Skull Crusher. I was thinking maybe trying out Ruark. I don't know if I've ever used him. I could do Grush. I can do Ignatius. But I basically need to build everybody so that I can get the final 5, whatever these things are called, remnants. Because I only need 5. So I got to build all those champions. If you have beaten that stage already, let me know. Probably not. Curse City's only a few days old. I did take down Amius last night. One of the easier ones. Ninja's super good for this rotation. I'll show you my team if anybody's curious. Basically, a whole lot of support. Mikage Ninja duo. That's where all the damage is coming from. That's all you need as long as you have uh, enough damage and enough accuracy on Ninja. The accuracy from Mikage was helpful because I was a little bit short. I put her in the lead. And then everybody else is just trying to keep him alive. So it wasn't that hard. It took a couple tries. So I need to build some of these champions. And I've never built most of these champions or rarely built them. So I think the main thing is I just got to keep them alive so that I can get some damage somehow. Nia, I definitely need on the team because of her A2 removes all debuffs and heals. And that's literally the only debuffer I have available. And you automatically, unless you go super fast and hit super hard, which I really can't, like you pretty much, the first round you go up against Gaius and he just bombs you. So I need to get some stuff on her. Looks like I need resistance, speed, and accuracy. So we'll see what we can do. I do have a couple of these gear removals if necessary. So that's who we're building tonight. I've just got to get through this one stage somehow. I don't even know what Ruark does. I've had him for a few months. New players can get him for free. The only thing I know about him is from the commercials. This guy talks to him. Okay, so a taunt. That's not bad. I might be able to use the taunt. The decreased attack might be good. Razin is kind of trash. I could build him just for the decreased defense and weaken, but probably go with Skull Crusher. Somehow get some damage, somehow keep the champions alive. I don't know. Ignatius, of course, has the burns and a provoke. Actually, the provoke might help. If I can get him fast enough, he's not booked, but I just need to stop Gaius from bombing me because they don't seem like a very they don't seem like a very tanky team to go against. At least the first round. Okay, so we got some stuff to work with. We can try out. Hopefully, I don't have to build them super tanky. Hopefully, I don't have to waste any silver. Probably just get as much. Probably just try to keep them tanky if I can. Can try supersonic. See what we have available. Can try it. Um, let's see. No, no, no. That's not good. Might not be the best. Oh, you know what? I could build people in Feral. And then we won't get bombed right away for sure. It's an option. I can steal that from Vogoth. He's no longer in my event dungeon team. Yeah, let's just get speed, resistance, accuracy if we can. Yeah, we can steal that. All right, how's that looking? 225 speed, 400 accuracy, 273 resistance. Can probably work with that. All right, who's next? Let's go with Ruark. Try him out a little bit. All right, he can also use accuracy. Same kind of deal, I guess. Now, we used all the supersonic on Nia, so we probably want to go with Feral if we can here. It's not great. Guess it doesn't matter much. Let's get either defense or accuracy or resistance. Trying to not use too much silver if I can avoid it. I've already maxed out the gear enhancement, so I wouldn't get anything for doing that. Okay, so let's look back at Feral if we can. Not really. I can steal from Aox. I'm not using him. Yeah, might as well. Just want to keep these guys alive, pretty much. That'll work. Stealing a lot of gear, unfortunately. But not from anybody important. I'll try that. Maybe we try supersonic up top. Speed, accuracy. Either that or pinpoint. Priority stats, speed. Try that. That's a good piece. All right, that would get us to 419 accuracy, 225 speed. And I'll just bump that up a little bit. We got green warden done. We got white dryad Nia done. We already have, I think Blizzard is fully equipped. Yeah, he's good to go. Although he's not upgraded at all. Let's do level 8 for now. Hopefully save some silver. My silver is still super low. All right, so that's 3. Who else do we want? I think Grush can do some damage. I think we're gonna need Skull Crusher because of his unkillable. I mean, he could throw out the ally protection with unkillable. That's a possibility. We could get some damage from Ignatius plus his provoke. We might need that. We might need all the damage we can get in the team. So we'll try those two. If those two don't work, then we'll have to try Grush or something. I don't know. He's almost clothed, sort of. I forget why he's dressed like this. I think I tried to do a spider team or something weird with him. Oh, unfortunately, I already have an apothecary. Haven't used him in about 3.5 years. Let's see. How many stars I got on that guy? I've got a 2-star apothecary. Apparently, I've got 4 apothecaries. I need to go into the Guardian Ring and I need to take care of these things. Like, I'm never going to use those 2 apothecaries. Probably just going to commission them. Yours is special. All right. Tell me what's special about your apothecary. I'm all ears. You can tell me while I'm building one of these champions that I don't like. Okay. I don't care about the heal reduction, so I don't really care about accuracy. Let me see if I have protection gear or something for him. Couple options. Try that. We'll try that. A water mage, okay. Counters Volcanos. I didn't know that. I didn't know that apothecary counters Volcanos. Why don't people use him for that? Tell you what, as soon as Plarium allows us to scrimmage, or we can play against each other in a game that doesn't count, I'd love to see how your apothecary goes against my Volcanos. You have the Skull of Treason? All right. Tell you what, I will trade my apothecary for your Skull of Treason. Mine's 2-star. I don't think that you can beat 2 stars. What do you mean I'm a bully? I thought your apothecary was gonna whoop my Volcanos. I just wanted to see it. I was hoping to learn from you. I thought you had a trick up your sleeve. I wanted to see it. Okay, Skull Crusher, 249 speed, 342 resistance, 240 accuracy. Hopefully that works. All right, one more. You weren't already liked and subscribed? Come on. Uh, Not Razin, please. Who else was I gonna build? Ignatius. Ah, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I started streaming just like 3 weeks ago. I've been making videos for a couple years, but trying to get into streaming. Sometimes I build champions, sometimes I summon stuff. Done a few takeovers. Where are you at in the game? Are you a new player, older player? What's your experience? So Ignatius, his A3 does not need accuracy, but I want to use him for the provoke. So he is going to need something. I'll probably just throw him in triple perception or something. You're a filthy kraken. You're a filthy kraken and you're offering me an apothecary? I, I don't know if you meant that, but I'll take any kind of subscriber. You can be a kraken, you can be a poor boy. Uh, I am a low spender, but I haven't spent in forever. Okay. Have you spent a lot in the game? Did you mean that, or was that a joke? Do you just spend enough to progress? I've been playing for 4 years. I spent a little bit early on just to get like monthly gem packs and stuff mostly. But I know I'm not keeping up with the Krakens. I'm not keeping up with the whales. I'm not even keeping up with the big spenders. So if I ever spend again, it's just for fun, just because I want to accomplish something in the game. But I know I'm not keeping up with them. This isn't Ash Raid Shadow Legends here. I'm sorry. I'm not cruising. I don't have that kind of bank account. Not much. there, there's all kind of levels in this game. Not much. If you're spending $5,000 a month, you're probably not spending that much compared to the big boys. You know. So there's all kinds of levels in Raid. Let's just go high speed. I am not close to cruising in any way. I mean, we're in the same Western Hemisphere, and that's about it. Okay, let's see. Speed high. Maybe try to get a little bit of resistance here. All right. We got ourselves a team. I have no idea if this team is going to work. I have probably never beaten this stage because I've probably never put in the effort. Let's see how this goes. All right. Can we land a provoke? Yes. That's a good start. Decrease attack. Nice. Okay, I need to start hitting them with stuff. I really need to kill Gaius before he comes back. Do they have revivers? I don't think any of them revive. I don't know what this dude does at all. I do have Discord. Anybody can add me. I'll type it out. It's just Weiler Wednesday. All right. We got 3 of them down. I think we're going to get through this first stage unharmed. If I can take him down. All right. The other 2 are frozen. We'll get through here. All right. Who do we have here? We got a Death Knight. A Seeker could be problematic. I don't think anybody else is gonna hurt us, but we'll find out. Not the best provoke. We'll freeze them. We'll have to take out the Death Knight if we can. Doesn't look too tanky. Let's see if we can hit some burns. That made Seeker mad. Yeah, fortunately this wave doesn't seem super tanky. Because I got no damage, basically. Just those burns. Yeah, this really doesn't seem like that hard of a stage. I just had to build 4 champions for it. Fortunately, didn't waste too much silver. All right. One more. Who do they have here? This could be trouble if we don't take care of her bombs. And I don't know what kind of damage they got the Hexers built for. Let's provoke. Let's freeze them. All right. I think we're going to be good here. We're just going to have to get back to the burns if we can. Decrease speed. Take it. Okay, we're almost back to those burns. Honestly, a pretty easy stage. Just had to build it. Stay alive. Throw out the burns. That should pretty... She stole all my health. I didn't even know she could do that. I think I might have done that too, Jerry. If it makes you feel any better, I feel like I did that too. I've never bought a Forge Pass. I have no idea what you get for it. All right. We just got it. You know what? I think I can auto this at this point. Let me check my Discord. Oh. All right, we did it. So that wasn't so hard. So now I've got 2 remnant summons to do this weekend. Probably won't summon tomorrow, but I can change my mind if they make it super easy. This really hasn't been that difficult of a fusion. They made last weekend's summon rush super easy. We'll see how tomorrow looks. We'll see how Friday looks. The extra XP for champ training and silver is actually worth it, plus the rewards for normal and gold. Okay, we got 5 hours left for the pass. What do you get? You get the 10% XP, Chaos Ore, Righteous Gear, Silver, Magisteel, Silver, Stone Skin? I didn't know Stone Skin was available. 5-star glyphs. How long do these XP things last for, out of curiosity? Are you not level 100? Oh, only until the pass ends. So if I bought it today, it would be gone tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I haven't carried. I've been level 100 for a very long time. That's pretty rough. You buy something and it's just instantly gone. Do they make that clear? Oh, well, I wouldn't buy it anyway. It's probably worth it if you're a spender, but oh yeah, I forgot you have those bonus, the weekly challenges or whatever. Day 156? Oh, I forgot you were so new. Is this your first account? Okay, yeah. Raid is my first gotcha game too. I was so lost when I started this game. I was so lost. I didn't know what an AoE attack was. People kept talking about stuff like that in the YouTube videos. I didn't know what anything meant. I didn't know what a CC champion was when I started this game. I was so lost. It's like, why do you keep using these terms that everybody knows but me? I didn't know what anything meant. I was so bad at this game for like a year. I'm not the best player now, but I was so bad when I started this game. I didn't know what anything meant. Probably the best deals, the monthly gems and the Forge Pass. If I were to spend money, it'd be on those two things. And then if I was to really spend money, it'd be on primal shards. Hard Doom Tower Floor 94, how to get past it. Well, what am I looking at? Doom Tower 94. Yeah, pretty much the way to get past most of Doom Tower is crowd control. And you don't have any crowd controllers. That's rough. My advice is to pull Molly Tankard and a Seer. Molly basically solved Doom Tower for me. Once I figured out how good her provoke is. She pretty much always lands the provoke. Two bone keep. You could give me 100 bone keepers. That's no seer. The only time I ever bought shards in this game was there was about 2.5 years ago. There was a guaranteed event for seer, 40 void shards. I had 37, and I bought a 4-pack for $10, something like that. And that's the only time I've ever pulled a seer, is when I was guaranteed the seer. Yeah, Wixwell was basically a cheat code for clan boss. And looks like this current fusion might be a cheat boss for every kind of clan boss, or a cheat code. But yeah, my suggestion is, do you have provoke gear or stun gear? That's what a lot of people did back in the day, is they would just put stun sets and RNG their way through it. But that's pretty much, that's how I solved it. Is I, once I got Molly, now it's super easy for me, right? Like, I can pretty much crush my way through everything. But I still use Molly for that same reason. Yeah, Vogoth. He's got a good provoke. Did you get Tholen? I bet he could do some good damage on this. I used Thor, and Tholen's very similar. Yeah, I remember Valkyrie being a pain in the butt. I mean, I auto through this now, so I don't think too much about it. But yeah, I can see this being a pain. Did you get the 5-star for Tholen? I don't know if you guys saw my video from today, but Tholen with 5 stars is actually insane. And if you get Marius can help with this. And Cora can be replaced by anybody, just keeping your team alive. Get a Provoker. Put Tholen in there. I don't remember what's on your account, to be honest. Like, if I'm on anybody else's account, I will forget about what's on their account by the time I wake up the next morning. Probably by the time I get to bed. Like, I just don't remember. But Tholen, if you don't have Thor, Tholen probably works. Obviously, everybody should be trying to get Marius. That takes time. Stay alive, provoke them, control them, steal their buffs, hit them hard. But I mean, you're on level 94 of Doom Tower 5 months in. That's really pretty good. Probably took me a year to beat all the Doom Towers. The hardest one was Dark Fae. That one took me forever to try to figure out. But it took me a long time. I used to have to manual it like that for a very long time. I've been able to auto play it for a while now, so I forget what's on every floor. It's the Mordus that always got me, though. Any stage that had like the double Mordus followed by another Mordu followed by another Mordu, he always found a way to kill me. What I used to use for the waves was Nishak. He was amazing. The only problem with Nishak is he would weak hit against Mortu. Yeah, Bommel's a pain, but there are options. I forget her name. There's an epic that's really good at Bommel. Lady something. Lady Annabelle. This chick, if you get her, yeah. If you get her, yeah. Well, your early game, you're not going to have everything. Like, unless you spend a lot of money. That's just kind of how the game is. You have 2 on your alt. I don't really use her. I don't even know what she's geared for. If it was Cursed City or what it was. She's obviously not geared well. Nothing's really built out. I probably just needed her in Cursed City or something. Maybe I tried her in... I don't think I tried her in Faction Wars. So probably just Cursed City. Maybe I used her in Bommel in Cursed City or something. So Summon Rush starts in 3.5 hours. We'll see how hard that is. What is this guy's name? Gom. I think this is who I got the 5-star soul for that I sold. Somebody said it was the last fusion. I think this is the guy I pulled, though. You're using Tholen in every dungeon. He's real good. I think people undersold him. People said he was... I think I undersold him. I like him now. But the 5 stars makes a huge difference. Where is he? So 1,300 reviews already. Yeah, well, he's going to hit way harder than Alice. I think I told you that last week. I was surprised the numbers you were putting up on Alice. I remember that now. But it's no comparison. I would try to get a relic on him. Try to get the. Hopefully, everybody that could tried to get a 5-star soul for him. It's worth it. Getting him booked and up to 5 stars, like, tripled his damage at least. Maybe more. He put up like crazy numbers, and he's not even built perfectly yet. He put up more damage than my Trunda. Barely, but he got 1,000,000 more damage than Trunda. Built the same way. Not the exact same stats, but they both have lethal and cruel on. I don't know if like she got eaten more than him or anything like that, but he's good. But I still need to turn this into attack percentage. None of the top ascensions are right. This needs to be turned into something better. None of the ascensions are right except crit damage. And this would probably be better as crit damage than attack, but it's fine. Let's see. Let's compare their stats. Dolan, 7,400 attack, 330 crit damage, 300 accuracy, 220 speed. Versus Trunda. Trunda is 8,300 attack, 199 speed, and 300 crit damage. So maybe it's because she didn't get as many turns. Apparently, I need to make her a little bit faster if I can. But I threw on the attack percentage instead. She needs to be. She needs to get that fixed too. At least she has some ascensions, right? Which brings me to my next point. I need more dust. So I'm going to be doing the Ascension event or tournament tomorrow. I already did the Fire Knight turn attack today because I wanted to get those crystals, the prisms. And Ice Golem's done. And I'll be doing the Gear Ascension tournament tomorrow because everything for the Fusion I've got done. We'll see about the Summon Rush. Do I have anything else to do tonight? I'm out of Cursed City keys. I do need to build some champions for the current crypts. I need to build the reviver that I just got, Kinagashi, but she's only level 50 right now, so I have to do a champion training for her. So I can't do that yet. Lizardman. I do need to rebuild That guy. Okay, I'll do that. Where is he? How much time do I have? I still have 16 minutes of gear removal. Where is he? Okay, Ramontu. I kind of feel like building him for a little bit of damage this time. Lizardman needs some damage, but he needs damage and accuracy, so it's hard to get rid of some of this stuff. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. Probably keep that unless we have something better here. Let's see if I hit speed here. I do not. All right. Let's find some damage. Okay. Let's see, that's got some crit rate on it. And yeah, we'll probably go with that one. How about chess piece? That's not bad. We'll take that. All right, so now we've got Feral. And we just need to add some damage. Yeah, I don't know. If they keep Titus the way he is, it probably is going to affect clans pretty severely. For clans that care about Hydra and Chimera, I mean, somebody's going to be putting up, you know, uh, 10 million points, and somebody's going to be putting up 10 billion points. Pretty significant if you care about Clash. The only counter to that is that it's skill-based matchmaking, basically. It's score-based matchmaking. So if your clan gets, say, 10 billion points this week, you're probably going up next week against a bunch of clans that scored about the same. So I guess it's just about how hard you feel like pushing as a clan, how important those clashes are to you. That's the reason why I don't worry too much about like my Hydra scores. Like I try to improve the teams and they're pretty good, but I'm not going to do a manual Trunda because it doesn't really help the clan. It just makes it for a harder matchup, so I have to do the Trunda team again. So that's why I've never really had an interest in doing a manual Trunda team. I think I probably could. I think I have the gear and the champions. I could make something work, but I would drive myself crazy for the sake of it. All right, I need crit rate. If I can get it. I just kept these to see if I wanted to rework it. Why not? Trash. Worth a shot. Yeah, clan level doesn't matter much though. I I mean it's generally a good predictor, but you can have some big spenders in like a brand new clan, or you can have an abandoned clan that used to be really high and then like everybody left for different clans. So like going up against a higher level clan doesn't really always matter. It's like player power. Player power is basically a lie. It's do you have all of your gear on all of your champions, or do you just have your best gear on your best champions? Let's see. I need as much crit rate as possible out of these gear pieces. My crit rate is so low. I'm gonna have to fix this somehow. 69% crit rate. That's terrible. Where can I get more crit rate? All right, I don't think Savage Gear is gonna work out. I'm gonna try Lethal, or I could try Merciless. I think I have better Lethal Gear than anything else, damage wise. I do have this for Merciless. Let's see, crit rate high. Try Lethal, because at least you get the extra 10%. Speed and crit rate. Let's take off equipped. And that gets us well over what we need, actually. Now we're at 193 speed with 122 crit rate. So we need to trade out some crit rate for speed and damage. We can do that. So take one of these pieces. Look for speed and crit damage. That'd be 6 faster, lose 9 crit rate. We can do that. Now we're at 199 with 13% extra crit rate. That doesn't really help us. What about the boots? Speed with crit damage. We get extra crit damage out of it. Probably that one. We can just add a few little speed glyphs. Not going to be the fastest champion, but he will provide a little extra damage and control for the faction. I don't really use Ramontu anywhere else right now. Pretty much a faction wars champion right now, or Curse City. But he wasn't even dressed before this, so at least now he's got some armor. So I can at least try to use him. Final stats. 5,000 attack, 211 speed, 220 crit damage, 417 accuracy. Not great, but I've got some faction war bonuses. I've got some cursed city bonuses. Helps out a little. But I've got my damage gear on better champions. I don't know if that's going to help us get through the boss. I need to build Dracomorph. Because the only damage I have for all of Lizardmen is Krakmar and now Ramontu. Venomage doesn't really do enough, just has those weak poisons. Dracomorph has better poisons, does better damage. What time we got left here? We got 5 minutes to build a Dracomorph. Can we build a Dracomorph in less than 5 minutes? He's mostly built. But he's in perception, not in really a damage build. What does he currently have? 208 speed, 94 crit rate, 190 crit damage. Does he have crit damage gloves? He does. Attack percentage. This is all over the place. We can probably do better. But let's just get a shield on him with some crit rate. It's a start. Let's see if we can find a better banner. Get some speed, possibly. Maybe not. That'll work. Put a little crit damage on him. Welcome to everybody that's just joined the chat. That's just joined the stream. I've already done everything I can for the Deck of Fate. I've got Gracchos waiting for me. I'll probably do the champion chase over the weekend. I might do the summon rush tomorrow. It just kind of depends on how hard they make it. I don't think I need to. I should be able to do all the other events just fine. But if they make it super easy, I'll do it just so that I can skip like a champ training or a dungeon divers or whatever. All right. So we need something with some crit rate if we're going to replace it. Let's see what kind of options we got here. It has to have crit rate. That's slower, worse crit rate. What about Ascension? No. It's fine. Let's see what we can do. I don't think that this is going to beat the boss, but maybe. It's possible. All right, what is going to be the best aura? We got accuracy all battles, accuracy faction crypts, Speed in all battles. We will try this. Hopefully we have enough accuracy. The question is, do we have enough damage? And probably not. I just don't have a lot of damage in Lizardmen. But that's why I was adding Dracomorph and Ramontu in damage gear. Hoping for the best. I guess I didn't need to build with all that crit rate, since Crickmar does add crit rate, but it's not perfectly reliable. He does not hit hard enough. I know I don't have the best gear on him, but it's just not good enough. All right, can we get any kind of damage? Not a lot. This is going to be a struggle session. The good thing is they don't hit hard either. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to build these guys better. I'm just going to run that on auto and see how the team does, but I'm not trusting it. How's everybody doing tonight? Did anybody else do the Deck of Fate? Is anybody pulling shards tomorrow? I don't think I will, but I can be talked into it. It's possible. Will they make it easy? I doubt it, but they could. Running Fire Knight, I did it all day because I want to do I want to do the I want to run Shogun tomorrow probably. I usually run Shogun during this type during the Ascension events, and I do Sand Devil when it's a Sand Devil only tournament. But I need all the dust in the world. I've got practically no dust, and it's like the number one thing I need right now. Because my champions are built so imperfectly. You know, you got attack percentage chest plate with a flat defense stat, stuff like that. There's just not enough dust to go around. Is there going to be a Kurosa dungeon for the Fusion? I did not look that closely at the Fusion plan, obviously. Because it's usually all the same stuff, and it's usually not hard. Like, not when you've been playing for a while. Like, Fusions were hard for the first... That's why I bought gym packs early on, is just so I could do Fusions. But any Fusion that I want to do, I haven't really struggled in a long time. Okay, well... That's a pretty good reason to do the summon rush. But I do have a team. I do have a pretty consistent stage 25 team for Kurosa. So I can do it. It's not that big of a problem. I wish that they had made it a more realistic boss. I think a lot of people would be doing the event dungeon if they could, and they just made it too hard. I don't see how that benefits them, making it so hard that nobody wants to do it. I think that they need to rethink that. If not this time, if they don't nerf it this time, for next time, people aren't going to go after event dungeons if they're too hard, because pinpoint's just not as good as it was. Like, the fact that people got pinpoint made people not care so much to put sheep as their aura. And then we've got feral gear too. So it's a lot easier to get free feral gear from Siege than it is to spend all that money on getting gear from an event dungeon that's too hard. So I don't think it was very smart of them. I'm not gonna cry about it because I don't need pinpoint gear that bad anymore. Like, I would like it. It's still good. It's just feral's there too, you know? But I still want more pinpoint. It makes building champions easier. You get that free speed and accuracy. It's just not that important for arena anymore. It's important, but not like it was when it first came out. Is there I did not watch a ton of videos this morning. Is there some sort of 1+1 event or something for the summon rush? And if so, is it ancients? I thought I heard something about it, but I wasn't paying close enough attention. I think I might actually beat this boss. Unless she does a switcheroo or something. Is this the one is she going to get all of her health back? It is. I don't know. That's going to make it a lot harder. See, I don't think that... Well, at least my champion's HP is low. If I can keep my champion's HP low, she can't steal that much health back. Oh, Crockmar's too high, though. Okay, we're going to find out real quick here. How much health is she going to get back? Yeah, the wand is huge. I wonder if they're going to do an event dungeon for something else. If people just don't care that much about pinpoint anymore. Dude. Come on, man. Not that kind of channel, man. Well, it doesn't help if I say the wand of submission is huge. There's no good way of saying that. All right. So, okay. So she's got 6 turns left. And we've taken about half of the health away. I think this team could do it. It's going to be close, though. We do have Brimstone. We got Poisons. Fortunately, this isn't level 21. This is just level 7. Whoever told me a couple weeks ago that I should try harder on faction wars. I am trying harder. We're making some pretty good progress, but there's going to be, I mean, there's stuff in hard faction wars that Krakens are struggling with. So they'll probably nerf it eventually. It might be a year or two, but they nerfed regular faction wars at one point, I think. Okay, we got 2 turns left to kill her. That's going to be close. Discord request. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. I assume that's you. There we go. Oh, that is you. Okay. Oh, we didn't get it. It's that block buffs. Steals the block buffs. That makes it rough. I don't know what it is about Discord, but sometimes they won't send me notifications when I get a message. Screwed me up a couple times. We need to keep our reviver alive, please. Oh, this is gonna be rough. There we go. Okay. We need some health here. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm looking at your account, Swindler. Did you send me this to hurt my feelings? With your +2 Siegfried 6-star? With your giant chicken? Nice. Arbaeus. Lazarius. Dupe Galkabars. Not Galk. I think I'm getting all those names right. Tashiro. Is that Frolny? Prixia. Oh my goodness. We got a legit Kraken in the chat. Baby Kraken, fine. What's the difference between a baby Kraken and a whale? Where's that cutoff? This team might take several attempts to win. We only get 1,000 turns, right? I forgot to show you guys. Last week, I did finish the stage 14. It only took 25 minutes. Sir Nicholas was absolutely key. I got the damage from Alice, but Sir Nick and Noel. But the boss does steal. It does steal unkillable. Somebody said that they don't steal unkillable, but he does. And that's why it took 25 minutes instead of like 8. But we did get through that stage. Sir Nick is absolutely huge for that. All right. We might get through this. We got all those poisons. Is she going to steal? Oh, that's going to be a trouble. Can we steal back by any chance? She's got 4 turns to stay alive. Can we do this? This is going to be really close. Oh, it's going to be so close. Oh, we stole it back. We might do this. Can Dracomorph throw out some poisons in time? We did it. It only took 425 turns, 15 minutes. All right, so we have 406 stars out of 945. So, what does being a baby Kraken get you? Like, are you a live arena guy? Are you classic arena? Are you just like a PvE guy? We got another player in here that has been finishing plat for classic arena. Scrub here. What does a baby Kraken get? Can I share that screenshot that you sent me of your champs? Do you care more about classic arena or live arena? You finished plat. What's your highest plat? I'm just gonna auto run stage 8, see if it works. Live arena. Where are you in live arena? Are you top 100? I'm not. Uh highest ever was 32. Was that a yes? I can show the image of your roster. So that us little ones can admire your account. All right, all right. There we go. This is our Kraken in chat. We got the +2 Siegfried. Almost everything is 6-star. blessings. We got the +2 Seek Friend. We got Mr. Rooster. We got +1, +1, +1. Is there a reason why we built 2 instead of +1ing this guy? First to pay? I've never heard that. He only has one Lady Mikage, just like me. He's just like me. Okay. You don't like to gear swap every time you use a champion? In Mastery swap? Wait a minute. Hold up. Do you not have the Oh, do you have some more in your vault? Are you hiding mythicals in your vault? You didn't want to +3 her? Or +2 her? Where's this guy? I didn't see him anywhere. What did I just do? You have Empress, but he's not built? Or are you just talking about Theodosia and Kurosa? Okay. I thought maybe you just hadn't pulled him or something. How many more champions do you have in your vault? Like mythicals, I mean. Let me get that all in screen if I can. There we go. I don't even know what to say looking at all these mythicals. I feel like every question I'm going to ask is like a toddler asking their dad about physics or something. As you can see, my mythicals consist of the free mythical, the free mythical, and the free mythical. And the primal shards that will not give me a mythical, the remnant shards that won't give me a mythical. Even though I've been trying for as long as they've been out, I get every primal that I can possibly get. It's just not hitting for me. All right. Looks like our Lizardmen build is helping us out. We'll go ahead and auto that as well. All right, now you're just trying to hurt my feelings. Kurosa with 1 shard. And you're trying to sell me on an apothecary? You couldn't even give me like a mediocre mythical for my Volcanos? Got all that. And you're jealous of my one good champion. You got your +4 Rotos. You couldn't even give me like, I bet you have another Rotos somewhere. You could give me a Rotos that I can't pull. Let's see what else you +4'd. You +4'd my favorite provoker, Molly. You called me a bully. With your +3 Harima, I can't pull Harima. I can't pull Rotos. The game won't let me. Only a +2 Siffy. You should feel ashamed. Marius is only +1. It looks like you're more interested in primal shards than you are void shards. I know, I was just kidding, man. I know what jokes are. Just like Homer Simpson, I get jokes. This is rough. I don't know if I'm going to take down this Elva with this team. Elva haunts me from both sides. I can't pull her, but she's in the way of everything I want to do in this game. Energy, primals, and souls. That's what the game has come down to. Void shards don't even matter anymore. Voids are beneath the Krakens. At least the baby Krakens. So how long? Wait a minute, I got a question. You're not in the special Kraken group, are you? That gets to talk to Plarium? Because my follow-up question is, when are we going to get Void Mythicals? Are they coming? Are they trying to hold off as long as possible to keep the game alive as long as possible? Because after Void Mythicals, what can they do for champions? Like Mythicals, they can stretch that out for a long time, but they can't. They're not going to go to like super Mythicals, right? Like it can transform into 4 different things like Chimera. But they're going to want to do Void Mythicals eventually, right? Dude. Oh, we got past the Elva round. And we faced another Elva. Yeah. I mean, there's not enough mythicals in the game, right? I'm surprised they haven't stepped up how many primals or how many mythicals they're coming out with. Maybe it's too hard to build them, like without breaking the game, because they're so complicated. Maybe it's so that the Krakens will buy enough primals to +4 whoever's out there, and then they can come out with another mythical. Then they got to buy all the primals again until they +4 the new mythical, right? Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, before mythicals came out, like someone like Boozer could compete because all you needed was 2 champions. You needed Taurus and Marishka. And even though he was free to play, however you want to count that with Boozer, he could compete because he got insanely lucky and got Taurus and Marishka. But nobody can compete like that anymore. So you basically have guys like you, Krakens and baby Krakens and whales that are going to spend all the money. And then the rest of us, we're just scraping the bottom and we're playing PvE, right? Like we do PvP so that we can do PvE. Because I know I'm never going to compete. Even if I get like an insane pull, like I have Volcanos, right? And he's really good and he helps me survive a little bit in arena situations. But I don't have I don't have all the mythicals in the world. So even with a couple lucky pulls, like you have to have all of them now, right? It's not like Taurus Marishka where you needed 2 champions. You need all the mythicals like you. Like you need like I don't know if there's anybody that you're missing. I see a lot of my most wanted. I want Siegfried really bad. I want Crixia really bad. And Arbaeus really bad because I have 6-star souls waiting for if I ever pull them. But you need all these guys, right? You need Lazarius. You need the Rooster. Nell. Right, of course, Nell. I don't have the 6-star for Nell. I think I have a 4-star for Nell. I don't have any of them. It feels really good, though, when I do beat somebody with a Nell. Obviously, I'm not beating your Nell. But in Live Arena, I think yesterday or the day before, somebody had 4 mythicals, including a Nell, and I was able to sneak out a victory against them. They probably just didn't have the gear. They had the money for the primals, but they hadn't bought all the gear yet. Oh, you don't have Nell. Wait. There's no counter to Nell. They'll probably come out with something. I hope they learned from Tarishka and how many players they drove away. I remember Mac Chan quitting because he couldn't pull them. They don't want that to happen again. So they're not gonna. I don't think that they're gonna nerf any mythical, like probably ever, unless it breaks the game. So they just need to come out with a counter, right? And it could just be like it could be a relic that could counter it, right? Like we've seen relics come into play in surprising ways. Hey, we did it. Yeah. Are you talking about the average person like me or the average Kraken has 3 to 5 elite builds? I can tell you I don't have elite builds. I have some okay builds. I have some okay teams. I have a few okay champions. I wouldn't call it elite. This is probably the champion that I have that most people don't. Volcanos and Marishka. Probably my luckiest pulls. 13 wands. I got 4. Right behind you. I don't know why I have him out. I can put him away. I just got to put some champions away. I pretty much just keep out the champions that I use in live arena so I can find them easier. Yeah, I've had okay luck with relics. Not insane luck, but okay luck. But I wish that I had really understood them a little bit better early on and gone a little bit harder for some of them. All right. We're going to see the 0.01% chance for a mythical right now. Just kidding. I'll show you my collection here. So I've got 4 wands, 1 cat's gaze, 1 temporal stagnator, and a gilded pinion I don't know what to do with. It doesn't feel very legendary. It does have the +3 speed, receives 1% less damage for each turn of cooldown on all their skills. That coalition event. The coalition event I thought was good. It was tough, but even if you couldn't finish everything, you could get a lot of good rewards. I thought the Titan event was pretty brutal. That was a lot of work. Tell me what to do with a gilded pinion. Which champion so desperately needs 1% less damage for each turn of cooldown on all their skills? Like, I feel like the only reason why to put this on a champion is somebody that needs a little bit of HP and a little bit of speed. It's not like I'm going to max this out and get the resistance. Tanky Reviver, yeah. I mean, I could maybe throw it on. My Duchesses are way too slow. Galathier, Pythion, Duchess, yeah. Let me look at my Pythion. Yeah, I'll have to think about which one I want to put it on. But I think me just having 4 Wanda submissions is pretty good for a non-spender. Like, I haven't spent in a while. I can't say I'm free to play because I have spent money, but it's been forever and it wasn't much. Okay, do I have anything left to do in the game today? I need to see how my classic arena is doing. Yeah, I don't even think about mythical relics other than Volcanos's. It would be nice to get that, but I know I'm really never getting those. Yeah, you've got that green luck. All right, so I'm in 7th place. I need to do some battles tonight. I usually just try to get the gems if I can out of Classic Arena, especially when it's just gear up here. All right, I think I'm done for the night. Thanks for the Kraken for showing off his incredible account. Thanks for the sub. I'll probably be back tomorrow night, and we'll see if I summon. I probably won't. I'll probably just wait for the weekend because I've got a lot of stuff that I can pull for a champion chase, and I don't have a whole lot of shards because the Demon Lord will not give me sacred shards this month. Thanks everybody for joining us. I did finish out Gracchos, and we'll be back with more Raid Shadow Legends tonight or tomorrow night, probably. Till then, see ya.